Hello everybody, here a new video from Rene from Spain, and I'm gonna make a ranking video, and this time it's about Metallica. You know, all the full-length albums they ever released. There are in total 11 full-length albums, and those are the ones that I'm gonna show and rank in this video. And the reason I'm doing it because there's a guy called Jackson Jones. I put a link to his channel underneath this video. And this guy made a ranking video about Metallica. And he asked me what's my ranking. And I never really thought about it very well, but now I did. And this is my ranking. On number 11, Reload. Produced by Bob Rock, of course, like we all know. The singles Fool and The Memory Remains. They were singles. I think The Unforgiven 2 was another single. I mean, those songs, to be honest, the singles were not bad, but there's a lot of fillers on here. And actually, I didn't like this album at all when it was released. You know, same with Load. Those were the two albums that I was really against back then. I was really one of the guys that didn't like the change of the look, the change of sound. But by time, you know, I started listening to the albums more. And nowadays, you know, I don't mind them. But this one is really my least favorite. A lot of people are surprised maybe that this is not my least favorite, because this was always my least favorite before. But nowadays I find really some songs that I like. For example, All Within My Hands, that song they made on S&M, you know, this symphonic album. They made a little shorter version of that song, but very nicely done with orchestra. You know, and that's really better than this version on here. I think it's slightly too long on here. It's like 2 minutes longer on here than on this new version on Symphony and Metallica, you know, number 2. But nowadays I like that song. I always liked Saint Anger and Frantic, you know, I like it more nowadays than before. And Some Kind of Monster, I also like it nowadays. The Unnamed Feeling is not bad either, you know. Of course, the production and the sound of the drums, you know, we know how it is. You have to get used to it. And maybe now in 2023, I'm used to it a little bit. The same thing happened to Jackson. He also needed a lot of time to get into this, but me too. Same happened with this album, Load. Nowadays, I like it a lot more than when it was released, like I said before. Until It Sleeps was a single, great song. The Outlaw Torn is also a very strong song. And this is on my number 9 of this ranking video. After that we get Dead Magnetic. A lot of people love this album. I don't love it. It's just okay to me. It has some strong songs, of course, like Broken, Beaten, Scared, for example. All Nightmare Long. I never really care about The Day That Never Comes, you know. But it's not a bad album, of course. The production could be a lot better, you know. They should have made it a little bit different. The sound, I think, like a warmer sound. It's very sterile. I don't know how to say it in English, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And Justice for All also have that sterile sound, but it's a lot better. The sounds, I still like it a lot more. On number 7, we have 72 Seasons, the new album. There's quite a few songs I like on this album. The packing, like we all know, is a little strange. You know, you open it in a strange way. But I really like the song, of course, Lux Aeterna. That's a great song. But I also like very much Too Far Gone. Too Far Gone is a great song. Quite a few good songs on it. But this one, I think, was better. Or maybe I had more time to like it. Hardwire. And yes, so many great songs on here. Like Moth into Flames. Hollow on Fire. I even like Dream No More. And the last song on this record, of course, very strong too. You know, it's yes, it's a good album. On number 5, we have, for most of the people, the favorite album, Master of Puppets. I mean, don't forget, this is my ranking. That's why you can make your own ranking. You have to respect what I think about this. And this is what I think in 2023. I mean, before I thought different, you know, but time and all the albums start coming out, and I start listening again to albums I haven't listened for a long time. And this one is now on number 5. On number 4, Ride the Lightning. For years, this was actually my favorite album, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to talk about these albums because you all know these albums, of course. On number 3, we have the Black Album. You know, it's a little overplayed, especially the singles are very overplayed. But, I mean, yeah, this has a special place in my heart, this album, to be honest. I really love it. Another one that has a lot of special places in my heart is this one, And Justice for All. This was the first new Metallica I bought back when it was released, and that's why it's maybe so important to me. Great album. I mean, I love it. I love the sound of it. It never bothered me that you cannot hear any bass. You know, I never noticed that there was no bass on it. Of course, now everybody knows about that, but before, when it was released, nobody knew about it. And number 1, you already can guess, Kill 'Em All. And this was Jackson Jones, I think, one of his least favorite ones. But I love this album. I mean, this is amazing. It still sounds fresh nowadays in 2023. A killer records like Kill 'Em All, you know, like the title Kill 'Em All. This just kills everything. Everything they released after this. This is my favorite album by Metallica. Now, right now, in May 2023. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Check the channel of Jackson Jones. He has more ranking videos. Very interesting and cool guy, you know, from the US. I just discovered him not long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month ago. Okay, stay metal, everybody. Have a great weekend.